Whoa, Sunny's clown, Eddie. oh, Eddie and Sunny flying into the garden and so happy. Yes, yeah, Papa. This is wonderful. You're leading the way. You're flying in. You're coming in on the red eye, shot in, early flight. We just want to show you guys the wonderful first crops. Really, it feels, but we've been getting crops. Okay, we have a mandatory wing shake. We have wonderful cucumbers coming in. Everything feels like a first crop, even though we've been getting crops for last 2-3 months. Last of the salad left. Our cucumbers are over here, and they're together with phacelia, which is actually enriching them with nitrogen. The effect is really incredible. The other cucumbers by themselves are like basically a month behind, and here with the nitrogen giving phacelia, they're growing like crazy. They're also shaded, they're also protected. So it's an example of a permaculture of plant interaction. Here we have a wonderful calendula that's already been picked for seeds. It's been picked for flowers for the salve, and everything's covered with ground cover to keep the water in, which we just had. And here I just want to show you something we'll be making pesto out of. Here we have our beautiful basil that I really love, that my parents loved also so much. Here you can see the effect of cold already on basil. The leaves are beginning to turn dark. That's why we will have to harvest them like today and make pesto out of them. And they're here, and this is an example of mixing plants, of keeping the ground cover, of not basically destroying everything, of using chemicals, because we have this wonderful. This is also an herb. This is keeping a ground cover. It's preventing other herbs from growing. So it's a natural balance with phacelia giving it nitrogen. Another basil over here, another one here, and here we have another row of cucumbers, also with a nice ground cover, which is actually not impeding it. This herb is really wonderful because it has a really shallow root. This climber that naturally just happened over here. It has a shallow root, so it's not interfering with something like cucumber or kale that we have over here, another cucumber here, and a biter over here, and Sunny coming in to check. She's so sweet. She's always following us and coming in to talk a little bit. What do you want to tell us? What do you want to tell us? You want to attack the puppy? Yeah? So let's go for a little walk past our wonderful basil. A little more over here. Here we have also August and September crop, radishes and ricola and kale. We just absolutely love kale. The interesting thing about kale here, that kale is growing where potatoes were. You see the potato plants? So it's utilizing the same space. This is another example of companion plant growing. In this case, it's utilizing the same space. They're not really benefiting each other as much as they're utilizing the same space, because kale and everything in the cabbage family has roots that are really shallow, and potatoes have deeper roots. So they basically utilize dandelion. We also use for salads, so we don't get it out. And the radishes are ready. Look at them. We also use them for greens as well. But those radishes, they're really thick. Since we were using them for seeds, we have a feeling that those radishes will go to seed. Because the thing with radishes, which we need seeds, we'll grow them into seed, because the radishes need to be thin a little bit. Those radishes will grow bulbs. Those were grown for greens that we didn't get a chance to pick all of them, so they will go into seed, because they won't form bulbs. They're really basically a little bit too thick. And once again, and this was a little garden that we planted for my father, who really loved dill. And the dill we already picked, but the dill that's remaining here, once again, it's a dill that will be used for seed, and it's a seed that we have to collect today as well. because it's already beginning to drop. So we'll come over here with scissors and we'll collect it nicely. And this is another crop that's still coming in incredibly, zucchinis. They're growing every day. We keep fertilizing them because you see the effect. Those are still maturing. Some of them might have a little problem with the cold, but they're growing incredibly and they're getting so big that it's lovely. It's lovely to see. And also dill over here, which we have a restaurant that's getting it from us. And here was the beginning of our crop, which is basically carrots. This was like the heart of our garden that's surrounded by all the green stuff everywhere else, which were expanded over here to have more dill mixed with also with salad, with other companion plants for dill, and carrots in here. Hey, no biting. I bite you. We bite you. We got you now. We got you. Yeah. The biter is bitten now. Right on the neck. All right. So here is we have our Italian tomatoes. Lovely. That every day they're going into our salads. So it's something that's completely sustaining us. We're finding out that this is the amount of tomatoes that we need for personal use. If we basically need a little more for either preserves for winter or production, we basically have to do about 2-3 times more, because this is like everyday use. We eat a lot of tomatoes. And also right here is another row of carrots with more rucola growing in here, with more dill as well for the lovely restaurant that's also helping Ukrainian refugees that made an order with us, our first order from a restaurant. We have 3 health food stores that we're actually sharing stuff with, and this is the 3 sister setup. Instead of in this case, we have pumpkin here growing, which offers ground cover and prevents them from drying, but also we replaced it with cucumbers. And here you can see the cucumbers. Look, the same cucumbers that were growing next to Phacelia, that's fully grown, fully stretched out. And here they're just flowering. So those actually might have a problem. It's getting cold, and we're not sure if they'll go through full flowering, but they're in a little shaded area, also ground cover, so they might be okay. And we're under puppy attack, constant puppy attack. That's why we carry this so the frustration can be taken out. But we also have a setup of the traditional Three Sisters setup, which is mounds, which is round mounds. And here's another field that we have of radishes, a little more stretched out, so they form bulbs, but also for greens as well. And ground cover crop over here. And here is our traditional setup of Three Sisters, which is pumpkins. You see how they're covering up and coming out. You see them over here. We have some other ones in other places that were a little earlier that are much bigger, because those will still, pumpkins are actually a little cold resistant, more than zucchini, so they should be okay. And here we have more pumpkins with beans that were already picked, that were all throughout here. And this going right over here.